Hey everyone, this is Tony Reeves, and here are 5 common sense tips that I want you to think about in terms of informing yourself during the coronavirus pandemic. Number 1, find a reliable state or local news source. But you need to know about what's going on in your community. So it's important, whether it be a website, whether it be a local news outlet or a local radio station, NPR, things of that nature. Find a source that you can go to that can provide you information about what's going on, not only in your state, but also what's going on in your city, so that you can keep informed about what's going on in terms of things that are directly impacting you. Number 2, learn the protocols for any places that you normally walk into. Think about all the places that you go and you walk into. Start reaching out to those places and keeping an inventory and finding out where you can find that information from them in terms of what their protocols for walking in. A lot of these companies encourage people to get on email lists, so this way they can email you and let you know what changes they're having in their working environments. If that means reduced working hours, if that means reduced number of people in terms of occupancy rates within those places, whether it be curbside assistance, find out from them what's the best way to learn how they're changing, how they're providing services to you, since you may not be able to walk into those places as much as you used to. Number 3, find out what the local requirements are for the shelter in place in your community. Every state and city has different requirements and protocols for their shelter in place. Why is that important to you? Where there's some places they may have you on a curfew. Some places they may have a fine if you're out and about after a certain period of time. Some places may penalize if you're going to a place that they don't deem as being essential, like a grocery store or a medical provider. I'm not saying that all these places have these things, but you should become, when you're listening to the news sources and you're reviewing these different things, become familiar with what those requirements are, so that this way you'll know how to maneuver and not get caught off guard if you're out and about doing something that you think is okay and you've now realized you can't do that anymore. Number 4, visit your doctor's website. Visit your doctor's website because you want to go there, because they are going to be the ones that are going to not only tell you about up-to-date information regarding health issues, especially in light of the fact that the information they're getting from the CDC, but they're also going to tell you what protocols and procedures you need to deal with in terms of dealing with them. So this way you're not surprised when you're calling to go in, or calling for an appointment, or following up about something. The other reason why it's important is because some doctors are changing their routine. When I'm talking doctors, I'm not just talking about your regular doctor. I'm talking about all your providers. I'm talking about your eye doctors, your dentists, your gastro doctor, your neurologist, your pulmonologist. All of those different providers have a wealth of information that they're putting on their websites. Why is this important? Because if you are thinking that you have upcoming appointments, you want to know if those routine appointments are going to still be going on, or whether you need to start calling them to reschedule if they haven't called you already. Number 5, check your businesses for their change in their hours. Start saying to yourself, make a list of all the places that you normally go to, whether they be going inside or drive through, whatever the case may be. Find out what their procedures are now, and to see how you can utilize them, how you can work around. Start figuring out right now how they're changing the way they do things, so this way you can adapt to it accordingly.